Welcome. It's the Close the Deal show once again. As you know, we like to travel. I'm your host, Terrence McCrae, and every week we bring you business tips, information from entrepreneurs, venture capitalists, nonprofit organizations, as well as small business owners, not just in San Francisco, but beyond San Francisco. And today, my guest is Gladys Hernriquez. How are you? And she's going to be talking about a new clothing line that she's developed, her purpose, her reason, and how she markets as well as brand her clothing line. And this particular clothing line serves a purpose, not just in one particular area, but overall in the area in which she's going to share with you how for you to come up with an idea and to not just act on it, but how she came up with this idea in order to make a difference. So ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the Close the Deal show, Gladys.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, it's truly a pleasure. So I need to ask you something. You know, what got you started as becoming an entrepreneur?
It was always, I mean, you hear the stories of people when they're young, right?
Okay.
Oh, I did this since I literally did it when I was little. So I've been like, when I was in 7th grade, I bought pen from my nearby bookstore and I resold it to my friends in school.
Wow.
And so that was like my first venture, I guess.
Okay.
I've always had that. My mother and my dad are entrepreneurs themselves, so I've always been an entrepreneur myself.
Okay, so how did you come up with this clothing line called Know Your Rights?
So Know My Rights, it came up actually after the Muslim ban. I just didn't think it was a fair thing, that was happening in the country at the time, avoiding, kind of stopping people from coming into the country because of their religious beliefs. And so I just felt like I had to do something, and so I did what I know best.
What is your ideal customer?
Ideal customer is somebody that cares.
Okay.
Somebody that wants to do something, but may not know what to do. And so, the least they can do is just show off their stand on, with their t-shirts, or whatever type of clothing they buy from us. But we have obviously a demographic, but since we cover so many issues, we are actually we are a non-traditional business in the sense that when you start a business, the ideal thing to do is to focus on a small audience, and just really target them and market them. But because of we really care about so many issues, and for somebody that cares about animals may not care about women empowerment. So, but yet we're still kind of marketing to both. I just didn't want to compromise my, idea of really covering a lot of issues that are out there. I didn't want to compromise that.
Do you collaborate with nonprofits?
So that is something that we are actually starting. It was always on the pipeline. So because of because of our whole rebranding and just life, we haven't been able to really focus on that. So that is something that we're going to be focusing on this year. And so what we do is that when people buy from us, part of the proceeds, like we select a nonprofit for each collection, and then part of the proceeds go to that organization.
So what main problem do you find your brand solving?
A lot. So there's the awareness issue.
Okay.
I think also the media nowadays doesn't help much with our situation in our country. Like we're kind of separating things instead of uniting people. And everything is just so hyper sensationalized.
Correct.
And that doesn't help. So we're kind of trying to just create awareness about these issues, and really the way we're doing it, it's not only through t-shirts, but also by creating information.
Okay.
Putting information out there like graphics, blog posts, just content that is done in a way that is, digestible and it's fun and easy to understand, but it's also educational.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the Close the Deal show, Mrs. Karma Bennett.
Hello.
Welcome, Karma.
Hi there.
So, could you please share with our viewers of the Close the Deal show professionally what it is that you do
Sure.
and your background?
Sure. Well, I am a digital marketing strategist, so I do all aspects of cheerleading for nonprofits and brands. In particular, I work with a lot of authors. I come at this from the world of publishing. I started out as a book publicist, but I discovered that my clients needed a lot of help with their digital presence. So I do search engine optimization, I help people with branding and all aspects of marketing their website. But today we're going to talk about social media strategy.
What kind of personality should one have doing the type of business you're doing? Because it can get real personal.
I think passion would be the word that comes
Okay.
to my mind.
Okay.
You have to be passionate about these things because once again, I compromising money over a goal.
Correct.
So I could once again target just one audience and be more efficient and with my money and my time. But it's like I can't.
Correct.
I want to do more. And so yeah, just being passionate. I mean, with passion comes everything else. Because if you're passionate about what you do, then you'll make it happen.
KnowMyRightsClothing.com. For someone who's trying to get viewership, to get people to go online to her site, as well as everything that she does, what would be that first step?
Well, I think she's taken the first step, which is to have a presence and to reach out to her community, meaning she's not only posting buy my stuff, coupons. She's also reaching out to influencers and building community and getting to know those platforms. So I think she's doing good on step number one.
Okay, so when you say post, what are the avenues in which you post in order to people to continue to look at your posts?
You mean to keep people engaged?
Correct.
Well, one thing that would really help, I think, with her brand and a lot of people in general is she creates this fantastic content. She has a really strong blog, and then she just posts the title, and then that's it, and she's done with that post. So what I think would really help is if she were to make several posts for each blog post, like several discrete social media posts for each blog post that she's posting. Like if you look at her blog, she has some really fun, cute blog posts that have a lot of engaging GIFs, animated GIFs throughout the post, and they're already broken up with cute little bite-sized, I hate to use the word cute, we're talking about activism, but they're engaging and fun little tidbits that could actually each make great little social media posts. So instead of just posting the blog once, she should make 10 different posts that she can schedule them to go out, throughout the month or even over many months. That each one would just take a small portion of that blog post and draw people back to it. And it also helps that when you see a blog post being posted and it just repeats the title of the post, then you get a sense that that's something that's automated. Whereas if she's pulling content from the blog post itself, then you're getting a sense that, okay, here's the meat. Pull out the tidbits and the meat and share those juicy quotes or sound bites along with those fantastic GIFs that she's using in the blog itself, and make those into posts as well.
So when you say tidbits, if you look at her Instagram on KnowMyRightsClothing.com, what particularly would you be referring to? Girl power?
No, go to her blog because she's not posting these tidbits. So she has great posts, and I like that she's not only just posting her own stuff, but in terms of what she is posting, is that her Instagram?
Yeah.
Go to her website and there's a blog on there. Okay, so if you scroll down,
okay,
you'll see she has something to say, followed by an animated GIF, something to say, followed by an animated GIF. So she's already put a lot of work, or whoever her content marketing strategist is put in a lot of work into creating this content. But what a lot of people do is they create this once, post it, and hope for the best, when really each of these animated GIFs, along with each of those little tiny paragraphs, would make a perfect tweet or a Facebook post. So, and people will see those, and if they haven't read the post yet, they'll still see engagement that's different. It's not like posting the same thing over and over, because a lot of people ask, well, I don't want to just post the same thing over and over. You definitely don't, but you don't have to. You can pull out various things from that same one post and post those different tidbits, so you have varied content.
Do the creative arting and slogans.
Still, I do. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like creative director.
I want to know right now, how have you marketed the Kaepernick collection as well as the Native American collection that you have on right now? Make America Great Again.
It's so you build that community, and which they're already doing. So they don't have to reinvent the wheel, right? Like, they're already reaching out to people in that community because that's part of what they do. Like, it's not like they have to create this extra idea of research. They're already doing that research. So it's just a matter of, like, if you post something, you have something to say, make sure you tag those relevant influencers on those posts. So, and of course they have that hashtag that's going to work for them. Don't need to start with a new one that's, you know, solid.
There were opportunities for you in the last several years, and one particular opportunity was you decided to become your own CEO. So what opportunity would you provide someone right now that is in business that can help them rechannel their thought process in moving forward?
I mean, I guess what I would say, and I'm still not sure if I'm answering the question right, is in general, just take every lesson as an opportunity. Take every lesson as an opportunity to do something better, to learn from it, and to because we're always gonna have challenges, right? So, you know, your challenge in this case was perhaps I don't know how to do branding, or I don't know who my target audience is. So, you know, you took that challenge of not knowing and you converted it into an opportunity. So just being, I guess my answer would be being open to learning, being open to getting better, being open to listening to people's advice, and I mean, the main thing I would say also is just do it, and, you know, go for it. There is just a lot of entrepreneurs or people that come up with business ideas. They have their ideas, but they're scared, and they don't think they can do it. But if you're really passionate about something, you should go for it, because life is short. There's no point in being miserable doing something that you're not passionate about.
Correct. Well, Gladys, I want to thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. And once again, Close the Deal Show, we like to share that information to you viewers. Before we close this deal, remember every Monday night you can watch us on cable Comcast Channel 29 in local San Francisco, but we'll also be in broadcast Time Warner in LA as well as in Berkeley. So please tune in to those stations as well. Don't forget, tune in and watch Gladys and learn more about her Know Your Rights. So how can they reach you, Gladys?
So you go to knowmyrightsbook.com.
There you go. .com. And what is the price range for your shirts and t-shirts and sweatshirts?
So we have t-shirts ranging from 25 and up to $10 and up. Sweatshirts 45, tote bags,
Absolutely. So make sure you definitely go to her knowmyrights.com. www. So before we close this deal, make sure you make the right connections. We'll see you. Take care.